So, you said Samuel Huntington wrote that in 1996, 2 years after the election. I kind of thought that from day one, simply because I knew people there, and I was more familiar with the details of the Mandelas.
Yes.
But I think most Americans, I don't think, had any idea. Like, what was Nelson Mandela on Robben Island for? What was he in prison for?
Well,
for being black, or was there another reason?
Well, literally. So I have children, and they are taught in schools, and the government prescribes what children should learn in history. And so the official version is he went to prison because he was a good leader, and the government didn't like that. I should say that he certainly was the best that the ANC has ever had to offer.
Yes.
But the reason why he went to prison is because they started Umkhonto we Sizwe, which was the military wing of the ANC, which became involved with military actions in South Africa with an attempt to overthrow the government. And they actually, and this is I'm quoting from the ANC's own policy documents that's on their own website. So they had this operation when they started, which was used in the Rivonia trial against Nelson Mandela. It was a strategy called Operation Mayibuye. And the slogan of this operation was, shamelessly we shall attack the weak, and shamelessly we shall flee from the strong. So those were the circumstances in the 1960s.
Pretty noble policy statement there. We'll attack the weak and flee from the strong.
Yeah, and it's still on their website. You can find it there. So that was an attempt at an armed uprising. Now, we can talk about everything that was wrong with the previous political system in South Africa, and there was a lot wrong. But it's simply not the case that he went to prison for being a good leader.
Well, I think that most people would acknowledge a distinction between military action, which is, a fight, a war, a battle between militaries, and attacks on civilians, which is something we call terrorism.